Hi, Deanna.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You're welcome. How are you feeling against your old team this week?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm preparing as I would any other game. It's going to be cool to see some of my teammates that I played with, and of course the coaches. They were really good to me, and I have nothing but respect for them. But yeah, just preparing as I would any other game.
Does this coming against your old team? Does this give you some sort of advantage in the game?
Um, I wouldn't really think so. Obviously, I am familiar with some of the system, I guess, but things change season to season. There was so many changes in the off season for the Courage, so um, I don't want to go in with any assumptions because I know the team and the personnel is really different. So yeah, I wouldn't really think so.
Right. Only having one goal so far in the season. What have you been working on to get a little more involved in the goal scoring going forward?
Yeah, that's definitely been tough for us as a team, just getting the ball in the back of the net and finishing our chances. I think our last game against the Spirit was the first game that we had a significant amount of chances that we just didn't put away. So I think just continuing to create those opportunities and creating more goal scoring and opportunities and quality chances, and obviously just finishing, putting them in the back of the net. We're still practicing, still trying to get a lot more cohesiveness and chemistry between me, Maria, and Ebony. So yeah, I think the chances are coming now. Now we just need to be a little bit more clinical in the box.
Thank you, Deanna. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Neil, go ahead.
Hey D.
Hi.
This game last year, when you were playing for the Courage, you scored your first NWSL League goal. I was at that day. I remember, that huge noise from all your fam. What do you remember about that game now? What is it like looking back, kind of a year on?
Um, yeah, I mean, definitely full circle, I would say. Playing against the Courage and being back here, but having my family on the home side this time. There's going to be a lot of people here from my family, so I'm really excited for them to come watch and be a part of it again. Um, but like I said, I mean, we play a lot of games in a season, and I think if I went about this one any differently than I do the others, I think that'd be a failure on my part. I think I should always be as equally as respectful to every opponent that we play and prepare myself the same way.
When you scored that goal, you went on to break a rookie goal scoring record. When you scored that goal, did you come in thinking I can break that record? I can be a 10, 12 goal scorer in this league? And like, did that goal kind of kickstart things for you, or did you always have that belief? And kind of maybe what are your, again, a year later, what are your targets right now?
Yeah, I mean the goal for me coming into the league last year was to be influential, was to be on a team and to be a starter and to create chances and score goals. That was always the goal for me and the expectation that I had for myself. It didn't really matter that I was coming out of college early or how old I was. I knew that if I was given the opportunity, um, which I was blessed to have received, that God was going to take me through it and I was going to do what I came here to do. In terms of breaking a record, I actually didn't know what the record was until I think I was at 5 or 6 goals. And one of my friends, who's obsessed with statistics, he was the one who told me that I was only like 2 goals away from tying the record. And once I knew that, and we were only a few games into the season, I knew it was very much within reach. And breaking records is awesome, but at the end of the day, we want to win games. So it's great to break records and have good seasons, but we want to win championships.
On the, obviously the here and now, you're working with a very, I don't know what I would call it, spotlit or exciting headlining front three, you, Maria, and Ebony. I've sort of tried to give you the nickname SOS, Salmon Ordonez and Sanchez. I don't know if you three are working on a nickname, but like I said, I think you talk to fans, media, people around the league. Very, very exciting. How are you feeling about these first four games? What's it been like working with them, and maybe what are you proud of, and what are you trying to work on moving into Friday and for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think when you look at our front line, I think it should be one that other teams are afraid to play against. And I don't think the three of us as a team, or the three of us up top, but also as a team, have kind of been as threatening or as dangerous as we could be. Sam always uses the term devastating. And I don't think we've been that just yet. Obviously, our back line and Jane and goal have done an unbelievable job. I think we have the best goals against average or whatever it is percentage in the league right now. So they're doing their job, they're getting the work done. I think it's up to the three of us, and at the end of the day, goals are team goals. So it's definitely from top to bottom, but as it pertains to the three of us, I think we need to do a little bit better job of finding each other, connecting in the box, and like I said, being devastating, being clinical, and finishing our chances. I think when you think about the season that all three of us had separately last year, to bring those together, we should definitely have a lot more goals under our belt. But I think we're going to get there, and once they do come, I don't think they're going to stop.
What do you think's maybe been the reason that you haven't been, in your words, devastating yet? And what is the thing you're trying to correct again going into Friday or moving on?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that play into it. I mean, for one, we're pretty new. Well, I mean, obviously I'm new to the team, so I need to get used to uh Ebony's tendencies and Maria's tendencies. I played with her on the national team, but really not that much. I've only been on the team for a year. So I think just knowing when they're going to cross, when they're going to shoot, what kind of runs they're going to make, just kind of all getting on the same page and knowing where each other are the most dangerous. And then, for example, for Ebony, she's now playing a little bit more of a wing role than she was last year at the nine. So it's just little things like that, little differences that I think once we kind of get used to each other and get on the same page, we'll be able to come together very well.
Last one for me, just kind of following up on that, maybe off the pitch. How are you, Ebs and Maria, kind of getting that trust or that closeness to then, make it all click, like you said, on the pitch?
Yeah, this team's awesome. That was one thing that stuck out to me right away when I got here, was how welcoming and how kind everybody was. I'm truly friends with every single player on this team. I have a lot of confidence in them, and there's just a lot of camaraderie, I guess you could say, around the team. Players who are injured, players who start, players who don't. Just feels like a family. And one thing that I'm super grateful for is that there's not any feelings of animosity, because that's just how team settings work. 11 people can play or can start the game, and that's just the nature of how it goes. But this team is super supportive, super welcoming, and I think our relationships off the field are helping us come together better on the field.
One very, very quick one, actually, I did think of. All your family's going to turn up in Ordonez shirts. No one's going to have a Sanchez or a Salmon.
I mean, I don't know, maybe Sanchez just because Mexico, but they're going to show up for the whole team for sure.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time, dude. Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.